without a doubt, the Democrats running for United States Senate, in their effort to regain control of the upper chamber, they're going down fighting. Huge sums of money are being poured into some of these campaigns to try and essentially regain control of the United States Senate. And the website 538 has been handicapping this effort, along with the House, and as it did in 2016, which it got wrong, we should point out. But right now, if you believe their numbers, there's a 4 out of 5 chance that the Republicans will retain control and possibly gain a seat in the upper chamber in the United States Senate. Is this something that you're feeling and seeing out there, that there's pretty good momentum for the Republicans for the Senate?
Absolutely. In fact, I think they're being overly conservative. Right now, it looks like, and the way I look at it, it looks like the Republicans could pick up 3 seats. I think that's very likely when you look at how this map is playing out. You already have Heidi Heitkamp, incumbent Democrat senator, who's trailing by double digits. You profiled a little bit on Arizona, but we've also have strong surge of support in Nevada, Arizona, Tennessee, the Republican. Those are Republican holds. Even though one of them is, 2 of them are open seats, it's still very good. And then I think we're going to pick up Missouri, Indiana. Florida is definitely on the table right now. I think there's a very good chance you're going to have Republicans with a expanded majority in the new Congress.
Florida would be huge. And of course, Ron DeSantis is in a major fight for the governorship of that state as well. So we'll be watching those races very closely on election night. It would be huge for the president, of course, to have the Republicans retain control of the upper chamber, the United States Senate, in the event that the Republicans lose control of the House of Representatives. The Senate, of course, would be the brakes on any attack, and you know the attacks would be coming if the Democrats regain control of the House of Representatives. And I'm talking impeachment, for example. And the president had an interview with Associated Press. He talked about a wide range of issues, but he said, in effect, that, hey, he's not to blame if the House goes Democrat. And I would agree with him, Mark, that he's been out there as the cheerleader in chief. I mean, he's the one that's been rallying the base, the Republican base, the base that voted for him, and any independents out there who might go Republican. He's been proffering the issues. I don't know where the Republican leadership has been. It's been largely MIA.
I'll tell you, I've been on the campaign trail with the vice president and the president quite a bit here in the last month. They are traveling extensively. They are all in. They're also raising a lot of money for our candidates and the candidate committees. But what we ultimately need, it truly falls into the hands of the voters. Anyone who voted for President Trump who doesn't come out in the midterm elections, you might as well just be casting a vote for a Democrat,
right?
Because what their pledge to do is to roll back the president's accomplishments. They want to raise your taxes, open up our borders, abolish ICE. And we really, as the president has said, we cannot turn over the United States of America to an angry mob that is literally running on impeaching Justice Kavanaugh, impeaching President Trump, and so many just other radical ideas.
And think of all the things that the Republicans can run on, compliments of the 45th president. The jobs numbers out right now, 7 million job openings. Barack Obama could have only dreamt of a number like that. And of course, the tax cuts, Americans have more money in their pockets. The stock market's going through a little tumult right now, but overall, the stock market is up, and that started the day after Donald Trump was elected 45th president of the United States, before he was even sworn in. And now the president is going harder after going after the size and scope of government, reducing the federal leviathan. Roll tape.
I'm having a cabinet meeting in a little while, and we're going to ask every secretary to cut 5% for next year.
That's huge. We haven't heard crazy fiscal sane talk like that in the Oval Office since a guy named Ron was in there, cutting back the size of government. That's exactly what needs to be done to help reduce the federal debt.
You're exactly right. And our debt problem is not a revenue problem. It's a spending problem. Government is spending too much. Even the president admitted in getting his historic investments in rebuilding our military, the only way you could get it passed through Congress was to also give a bunch of money to the Democrat welfare programs, because we have to have their votes. These are the reasons why, if you want to get control of the debt and the deficit, you need to elect Republicans so we can have to stop making deals with Democrats who only want more government spending, and we can get control of this thing. But we need to have every person come out and vote. And as the vice president likes to say, Republicans don't let Republicans vote alone. Grab a friend, grab your neighbor, somebody at work, someone at church, get them to the polls. It is that important. It's going to be close in the House of Representatives.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One America News on YouTube, and call your cable provider and kindly demand that One America News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.